Simon Whale, Chief Kerfuffler here from Kerfuffle. I'm very excited here today because I am here with the three wise ladies of Moneypenny, aren't I? Sam, Joanne and Joanna.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how pleased I am, as I said, to be here, not least because you let me into your lunch free of charge. Nando's style chicken was fantastic. So
didn't you fill your boots?
I did. Thank you very much. It's good of you to let me in every week since I left Repeat. I mean, you know, when a man's down on his luck. Hundreds and hundreds of estate agents use your services. I think it's fair to say there, isn't it? One of the things that always used to jump out at me was the statistics you used to put out there about the amount of missed calls, and then you doing further analysis on those. How many of those were actually, you know, looking for actual market appraisals? Are those stats, you know, even over the years, have they remained fairly consistent in terms of?
Fairly consistent, but what we find now is that out of hours is when there's some real valuable calls that come through and chats that are related to market appraisals that agents just wouldn't have got beforehand if they weren't using Moneypenny.
And frankly, probably wouldn't have believed that there was the demand there outside of it.
Absolutely not.
I remember another business I was at briefly called Repeat. We had a little tool, but that opens myself up for laughter, but you've held them together well, actually. And it allowed us to book in appointments any time, night or day. And the one thing we could never believe was the amount of people, seemingly the people that just don't sleep at night at all or anything else there, right through the night. I can't remember what it was, but it was a huge percentage of them that are actually done. And that's completely feeding back to what you're saying there, isn't it, there?
Yeah.
And what I find really frustrating is, you know, in this everyone's looking at winning this business. But from your point of view, they're ignoring the business that's already there, aren't they? Because they're not answering the leads that they're getting.
Oh, there's plenty times of the day that agents need support, isn't there? So you can allow that their own team can take as many chats or calls as they can, but what they need is an overflow service that can make sure that they're not missing any opportunities, whether that's in the daytime when they get busy or short of staff, or like Sam said, out of hours and at weekends.
So that overflow element is really important, but do you mind agents just using you for that overflow, or do you have the models to cater for that in itself?
We 100% say that the best people to answer the calls are the agents themselves, and we just want to be there in the background to make sure that they're not missing any important, valuable leads that are coming through. Live chat is a fabulous product that we definitely see some peaks. You know, people are sat at their desk at work 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the traditional 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's a key audience that you need to capture as much as you possibly can, and of course stand out against your competitors, making sure you've got all of those captured.
Well, 30% of all chats are out of hours anyway, so you know that's a complete shift away from calls, isn't it? Is that you've actually got the consumer sat at home, more likely to be interacting with the brand, and of course these businesses just aren't open physically with humans in the office, and that's where it comes in.
Well, you'll probably chase me out of your building, but of course there is a demographic out there of people that just seemingly don't want to actually take phone calls, aren't there? And chat. I mean, I know myself actually, if you're in the middle of the ability to multitask and have a chat session, when it's done right, and I think that's the critical thing, is there's nothing worse than that you engage a chat thing and then you're waiting for 10 hours for somebody to engage or disappear off. But when it's done right, I find it's the most effective way of dealing with people.
Definitely. You know, it's a real person here at Moneypenny that is going to answer the chat. That's 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's about having a lovely, friendly conversation with someone that's ready to start interacting and capture that all important information for our clients then.
Everyone's kerfuffling.